Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, we have got a couple of very sleek OTF knives coming to us from Ocaso. These are the Lucent. Now, the black Lucent just released is about a week and a half ago. I believe the silver one has been out for just a little bit longer, but two very, very nice OTF knives. Now, some similarities between the two, and other than the color difference, they are fairly similar. You've got the cross hatching on the T6 aluminum handle, lightweight, very good. You've got jimping on both sides, top and bottom. You've got Bowler M390 steel, and the pocket clip. Oh, the clip. I love the reversible clip. I love how Rick does his pocket clips. So, with the switch on the top, these are fully ambidextrous knives. Yeah, buddy. I can even do it left-handed. What do you know? So, very, very cool. I think I'm going to kind of concentrate a little bit on the black one, just because that's the newest one to come out. Now, these are the large Lucent. There is a mini Lucent as well. Large Lucent's going to have about a 3.5-inch blade. The mini, Cali-legal, 1.9. It's under that 2-inch blade limit that they have in California. At least California, you can have a 2-inch OTF, or less than, we'll say. Not here in Washington. But anyway, aluminum construction. You got that nice cross-hatching going on. Gives you a pretty darn good grip on it. Very, very comfortable in hand. Like I said, very narrow, very sleek. I mean, we're looking at, at its widest point, you're looking at the handle itself. You do have that kind of curve, and it's less than 3/4 of an inch at its widest point. Or tallest point, I guess I should say. At its widest, there's the widest, it is less than a 1/2 inch. So, very nice. Overall, you're looking at just shy of 8 inches, about, I'm going to say 7 7/8. I mean, it's right in there. Handle, 4 3/8. Blade, as I mentioned before, 3.5. Your cutting edge is probably going to be closer to 3 1/4, 3 3/8. You do have a nice little sharpening trail there. M390, PVD coated on this black one. You do have some jimping running across the top. Now, that is a wicked, wicked slender harpoon blade. Now, everybody wants to know, does it move? It does have a tiny bit of up and down, and a tiny bit of side to side. Not too bad. I'd say, for me, and what I've seen on some OTFs, I'd say better than average. Better. They're not stone cold solid, but there's not a lot of movement. Like I said, just a tiny, and I don't even know if that's side to side. Is that more, or if that's up and, yeah, there is. Tiny bit of up and down, tiny bit of side to side. That's, somebody's going to ask. So there you go. There you go. But the action on these, both of them, super, super snappy. Now, there's no safety on these. Now, I know that also is a concern for some people. Sorry to keep clicking it at you, but it is. But if you watch my thumb, and you can see that as I put the pressure on it, you can see my thumbnail turn white before it goes. It takes a decent amount of pressure to activate these. Carried them. Yeah, I am not really worried about these going off in my pocket. It's not a concern. I know it is for some people. Very good. That is completely, I get it. That's your thing. I have no concern. You would really, really have to, I don't even know. You would really have to bump them to get them to actuate in your pocket. But let's get a weight on them. So what do we got here? 2.2 ounces or 63 grams. I'm guessing it should be. That one says 63 grams as well. 2.2 ounces. and will go in the pocket. Now, with that cross-hatching, you will get a little bit of resistance going in the pocket. It's much easier, not a lot though. It's much easier if you're actually wearing the pants to put it in. But that deep carry, I love that. Absolutely love that deep carry. Now, coming out, that crosshatch will play a little bit more. If you grab the, see, it does grip pretty good on the way out, and that has to do with that crosshatching, and it is a stiff clip. It is a very stiff clip. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be very secure in your pocket, so no issues whatsoever. Now, we'll check this guy. Again, you've got that harpoon blade, same blade. This one is just obviously a satin finish rather than the PVD coated. Super snappy, these two. Size comparison, that's what I wanted to do. Just kind of give you an idea of what you're measured up against. There you go. There it is, up against the bug out. Definitely going to be longer than the bug out. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get a Lucent sandwich because I believe this is going to be just a little bit bigger. Go handle to handle. Blades are really pretty close. You're going to have more cutting edge on the Lucent. But then the handle-wise, your PM2 is going to be just a little bit larger. Probably a quarter, maybe 3/8 of an inch. But overall, super sleek, super nice. Let's see this one. Okay, that tiny bit of up and down, and that little bit of side to side. But again, from my experience with OTFs, it's better than average. Better than average. Not stone cold solid by any means, but better than average. These are a couple of very sleek and slender, beautiful OTFs. Now, black one's going to run $280. The silver's going to run $275. And as I mentioned, there are mini versions. I'll leave a link to these down in the description. You can go check out the minis if you would like. They're sitting at right about that 180 range, right in there. And, of course, like I said, 1.9-inch blade on the mini, which makes it Cali-legal. Very cool. So, I do have to say thank you very much, Rick, for sending these out. These are gorgeous, gorgeous knives. You know, Rick goes for elegant. Dramatic's not the right word. Definitely an elegant carry is what Rick goes for. That is his style. That is what he wants to put forth to the knife world, and I think he goes about it in a very, very good way. Very good way. So, guys, thanks so much for stopping by and checking out the Ocaso Lucent with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.